Hello, Teacher Tribe. Welcome to another week. My name is Allison Wright. For those who are new, I'm a second grade teacher in Treasure Coast, Florida. For those who are returning, thank you for being a part of the Teacher Tribe. So today is Monday, August 14th, and it is just past dismissal time. Remember to take a breath. So it is 5:06, just past dismissal. I have custodial still here, so I'm trying to keep it quiet because the door is open, but I'm actually ready to go. I got their name tags put on this morning. I did not even touch computers, but I might do them tomorrow because the neighbor teacher or the next door teacher, her grandsons are in the room before kids are released to their room. So I might put them to work and have them help me set up the computers in the morning. Still have yet to meet my two girls from last week, but today was pretty good. We actually started curriculum today, so it was a little bit easier in terms of going through the schedule and the dismissal process. It's getting better, as expected. With them in and out of my room, Teacher Tribe, I might just call it a day because I can't feel like I can complete a sentence without the weird looks like, what is she doing? So I'm going to see you all tomorrow, Teacher Tribe, but it is getting better, and I'll go into a little into depth tomorrow with what I'm actually doing with the kids. So until tomorrow, bye, Teacher Tribe. Hello, Teacher Tribe. Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, August 15th, and it is just past dismissal time. Remember to take a breath. So I am trying to record quickly for yesterday and today because the custodian hasn't come into the room yet. As you saw yesterday, I barely was able to record because while they were in and out of the room, I was trying to record, and funny enough, after I gave up and I left, she finished my room and went next door. So if I waited another 3 minutes, I would have been able to record properly. But nonetheless, yesterday I still have not met, even today, I still have not met my two girls that haven't shown up, but I got a new student this morning. So officially, I'm at 19 students. And the funny thing is, right after our meeting, so we have CLPs in the meeting, so in the morning. So out of our Monday to Friday week, Tuesday to Friday in the mornings, we have CLPs, which is where we do our planning. And then while resource is happening, or specials, depending on where you are, determines what it's called. We call them resource here in the Treasure Coast. When I was coming from another county down South Florida, we call them specials. So same thing, just different name. Here they're called resource. So while resource is happening for those 45 minutes, that is our personal time. So in the morning, when we start our contractual hours, we're with our team doing planning. This morning was our first time doing it. So right after I got out of that meeting, we had to come to the room straight because time to let the kids in. And once I connected my computer and refreshed my students, my 18 turns into 19. I'm like, oh, okay. Mind you, yesterday I just got rid of I had 19. I know you guys remember I said I had 19. My team lead said she wants to hold all extra stuff so she can keep track of count. Just yesterday, from my 19th student that never came, I took those supplies and gave them to her. This morning, I'm back at 19. So I had to go back and get them from her. So once I saw that, I had my students wait outside and I went back to my team lead's room. Hey, I see I'm getting another student. Then a kid walks up to me. Excuse me, is this second grade? And I said, yes, my love. What is your name? Woe and behold, it's my new kid. It was just the most ironic, funny situation. Well, it's not funny, but it's one of those you had to be there type of moments. So while I'm trying to collect his materials, he appears. I didn't know he was going to start the same day he appeared on my roster, but hey, he did. So now I got to go home and make his name tag and all that good stuff. Anywho, I got all his books, so he was able to catch up and do everything that we had today. So it was a pretty good day. So unofficially, I am at 17 students, unofficially, because again, those two girls haven't shown up. tomorrow, making it the 5th day of school, we got an email from our principal that we're going to start receiving comp time to stay after school to reach out to those families. I wasn't going to wait till tomorrow. I called them today. So I called one of my 2 girls, and mom's like, nope, she's not coming. She's going to be enrolling her in, I think, virtual school or something. I don't know. So I said, okay, that's fine. Just contact the school, let them officially, remove her, blase, blase. Then it's funny because the story she told me when I called the data lady who, assigns them, she goes, no, mom registered her in the district. So yes, she was assigned to us because she was registered. His mom's like, oh, I never registered her for that school. Look, I'm just here to do my job. I passed on the message. I said, hi, mom. Office says you need to either come in person or call them directly to remove your children. I called her back, told her about that. It's out of my hands. I even emailed the lady and said, hey, I told the mom what you told me to tell her. I did my job. So there's that. Then the other girl who's her desk is in front of me. The one number that the school has doesn't work. I also emailed the lady about her, and she just emailed me back saying the mom never came to fill out paperwork, so the only number we have in the system is the only number that we have. So I'm gonna assume it's safe to say after the first 10 days of school, they will both be dropped and removed off of my roster to allow space for more kids to come. Because that's pretty much what they're doing. The first 10 days of school, if they don't show up, they get dropped, and then they open up space for whoever's on the waiting list. So on the plus side, besides the fact that I wasted those 2 name tags, but on the plus side, next child that appears on my roster, I know will be here. So yeah, that's about it. So I'm unofficially at 17 students. So I'll say I've met 17 out of my 19 students. So I say I'm at 17 students. I gotta update his name tag. I'm not gonna remove my 2 girls though until they're off my roster, because who knows? They might end up showing up because of something happening, and I'm not gonna make a new one. So their name tags will stay there until they officially drop from my roster. Then they'll get trashed. What else do I have to update you on? That was like the big thing for today. Yesterday, I don't have much to tell you about yesterday, but I will show you what I did start with them. So during MTSS, we're not having MTSS because there's no data. So we're using that time to go over shark expectations. So our school mascot is the shark. So I decided to create a flip book with their expectations. So S is for safe. So we did S yesterday, and today we did H. H is for honest. A is for active learner. I'm like looking at the poster. R is for respectful, and K is for kind. So all we're doing is underneath each tab, I'm having them come up with definitions for the words, and then show me what that looks like. What would that look like? Then they can either draw a picture or they can just describe it to me. So a lot of kids say for honesty, to tell the truth. A lot of kids drew a child telling an adult a story or something of what happened. Someone says, if I hit someone, I would tell the truth that I did it, or something like that. But they all came up with a description or showing what it means to be safe, what it means to be honest. So shark expectations, we did that during MTSS. What else did we do today? For content today, we're learning about what it takes to be a citizen and the process it takes to be a citizen. So for the people who were not born in the United States, they have to go through a process. And there's a flip book. I don't know where the flip book came from. It was another teacher who found the resource. I want to say it was a free resource though, because when I download it from the computer, it shows it was a freebie. I really thought I had one here. It's a flip book that says the road to become a U.S. citizen, and then the first tab is application, fingerprints. Let me see if I have it up here. Hold on. Okay, so I have the resource in front of me. So it is a freebie. It says American Citizen Booklet, and it is a resource from Joy in the Journey. Joy in the Journey. So it is a freebie that says The Road to Becoming an American Citizen. And then you do have to cut it though. You do have to cut off the access parts to reveal the flip book. So you have the cover, then you have the application, then you have fingerprints. Custodial is coming. Interview, and then the oath. So I'm gonna stop here. Maybe I'll try and record again when she leaves. If I don't come back on when she leaves, Teacher Tribe, I'll see you tomorrow. Hi, Teacher Tribe. Happy Friday. Yes, today is Friday, August 18th, and it's not dismissal time. It is actually resource time. I have about 30 minutes before I have to go pick up my kids, and I figured let me record now because I have a doctor's appointment after school, so I'm not gonna be able to record. Last time you saw me was Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday, I'm in Florida. Bright, sunny, sunshine Florida. And right when it's dismissal for us is at 4. So about 15 minutes to 4, because I'm at a K8, so about 15 minutes to 4, K1-2 starts to get ready to transition for dismissal. So buses are going on the other side of the school. Parent pickup is getting ready to go out at the gate here. So 15 minutes to 4, we start to move. We notice it's dark. When we're actually moving, the heavens open up and pours down. This happened Wednesday. This happened Thursday. Silly old me, even though I have my little, my little basket here, my umbrella's in the car. So the moment parent pickup duty finishes and it eases, I walk to my car these last 2 days. So I haven't been able to record. Today's issue, our AC isn't working. So I have a fan directly on me, but thankfully I have 2 amazing gentlemen outside right now fixing our AC, because you see it's right here and then the AC vent is right there. So the AC is being fixed right now. So there's been so many inconveniences that now during my planning might be the best time to actually record, because as you saw Monday, after school, after dismissal, when I come back to the room, custodian's in and out of the room. So recording for YouTube might be a challenge. I have to find my little gaps where I have a free moment to myself where I can sit down and talk to you guys. So this might be the best time to do that. Anywho, so Tuesday, I believe I told you guys Tuesday I got a new student. One of my 2 students who I have not met, I spoke with mom earlier this week. I don't remember if I told you, so I'm just going to sum it up a little bit. Spoke with mom earlier this week. She's not coming to the school. She's going to be doing, I believe, virtual school. Told mom she needed to come to officially withdraw her, and her name dropped off my roster as of Wednesday, I believe. So then I'm officially at 18, but I've only met 17. There's still one girl who I have yet to meet, but her stuff is still here because I don't have an active number for her. The number that's in the system is disconnected. I told the office doesn't have any other number for her, but they sent an email. So, but today's day 7, so she doesn't come by next week. After 10 days, they drop her off my list. So might be at 17, and then once we have that first 10 days are up, I want to say by the end of next week, the 25th, whoever's on wait list might start plugging in seats. So I'll lose her. So that means I would made 3 name tags and stuff that need to get trashed and then be replaced when they add a new kid in my class. But hey, that's how it is at the beginning of the school year. Guys, there's just so much going on that's so out of my control that I'm trying not to stress over, but it's just an inconvenience, you know? Anywho, computers are finally set up. And I like the way I utilized the computers. I had my next door teacher, her grandsons are in her room during the mornings. And I want to say Monday morning or Tuesday morning. I want to say maybe Tuesday morning. I spoke with her earlier this week. Her and her grandsons came in and plugged everything in and set it up for me. And then I want to say it was Tuesday, because right after they did that, I came in and I organized it to my liking. Funny enough, she liked what I did and she went back and changed theirs to match mine. So trendsetter, you guys know. But as I told you, we don't get, let me see if I can show you from here. Right here. So we don't have carts, computer carts that I'm accustomed to in the previous years. Third grade and up gets computer carts. K1 and 2, they get these little like file organizers, you know, like the little divider things that can hold 5 things. And I have 20 computers, so I have 4 of those things, and some of them, like, they're so loose because, you know, it's a heavy laptop leaning on it. Anywho, I'm making do with the best I can. I do have a donors choose link in the description box if you want to help a sister out so we can get a computer cart specifically for my class. It'll obviously stay with the school, but or will it? I don't know. But it will be specifically for my class. Just so I can get rid of that and have a space for the computers, and I can utilize that table space a different way. So I would greatly appreciate it. But until then, I have a set of 5, an extension cord, set of 5, an extension cord. So it's like that all the way across. And then I dragged the chargers underneath it. So when I plug it in, when I plug it out, it's just like laying there. So it's not, I don't have to worry about it falling behind the table. So I just did it just long enough to go underneath the mesh holder. And then I have the rest of the charger behind the table, so it's kind of hidden. So when it's plugged in, I just kind of lift it, plug it in, and it's right there. So it looks neater, put it that way. Long story short, it's neater. Maybe before I go pick up the kids, I can spin you around and give you a closer look at it, but yeah. That's the extent of that. So that is done. As you guys just saw when I spun you around, my table's still not clean, but the intention is to get it cleaned off. Even if I'm just throwing everything in the storage, my intention is to get it cleaned off before I leave today. This way, when I come in on Monday is going to be the 21st. So technically, I have another week because we don't start the unit with small group stuff until the 28th, the last week of August. I don't know. I'm not going to push it though. If I have the time to do it today, because it's really just extra supplies. I showed you guys earlier this week or last week that I did organize it a lot. So whatever's here left, I either need to find a space for it in my containers here, which they are kind of full, or I'll just put it in the storage unit. That's probably what I'll end up doing. It'll get done, guys. I still have to put my books. If you don't know, our lovely governor has been changing a lot of things when it comes to education. And now I cannot give my students access to my library with the books that I have purchased for years, because let's just say things have changed. I'm not going to go into the politics. If you don't know the stuff that our lovely governor has been changing for the education system, just look it up. There's been a lot of changes this year that a lot of people don't agree with, and I am one of those people, including I cannot call the child by their nickname. So I'm Allison. If the teacher wanted to call me Allie, the teacher is not allowed to call me Allie unless the parent signs a note giving permission to call me by my nickname. I have to call them by their government name that is listed in the system. If there is a junior, like say there's Mark Jr., and he doesn't want to be called Mark, he wants to be called Junior, I cannot call him Junior. I have to call him Mark because that's his government name. Little things like that, I can't do anymore. We're not allowed to. Legally, we're not allowed to. Things in my library need to be approved before they can reach students' hands. So I have to scan the barcode at the back of each book. I have to scan it into my library system for it to be approved before students are allowed to have access to read it. So my library looks nice and pretty over there. No one can touch a single book until it's approved. I think out of my however many containers of books over there, I want to say 3, 6, 9, 18, 21, 24, 27. Out of my 33 containers over there, I only scanned in 3. I only scanned in 3. It's not hard because I'm tech savvy. I downloaded the app on my phone. I pull up the app, sign into my account, and then I just use my camera to scan the barcode and it pops them in. It's just tedious and I haven't really had the time to actually do it. So I did it one day when it was raining and I needed to kill time before I went to my car. I got the first 3 top containers of books done and scanned into the system, which still have yet to be approved or looked at, but hey. But I still have a bunch more books I have to do. My goal is before we start Unit 1 on August 28th, so sometime next week, to scan in all of my books, and then I just wait. This way, we're just waiting on the media specialist, so when she gets access, all of my books are already there. So once she looks at all of my books, if I want to add a book to my library, I need to get her permission to do it. That's another change of our lovely state. Yes, most of them are kid-friendly, Junie B. Jones, Disney books, Fly Guy, all the stuff that second graders read. And then, of course, chapter books, like all of the basic stuff. A lot of things need to be approved now. So the generic random chapter books that I have, some of those might not be approved because they're either not second grade level or they might have something in it that is not considered appropriate. It's still a scholastic book. Most of my books are scholastic, but it still might not be approved. So that's the kind of stuff that we're going through in Florida, in a nutshell. I know there's more to it, but mentally, I can't think of what I want to tell you guys. On top of that, it's just a frustrating topic to talk about. So we're going to leave it at that. I don't want to scare all of my non-teachers into not trying to teach. So we're going to smile and bear it. On a positive note, I told you guys I've met 17 out of my 18 kiddos. Have I vented to you about one of my kids yet? I don't think I have. Okay, vent time. How much time do I have? All right. I had about 10 minutes before I got to go and start walking across the school to get my kids. I have a friend in my room. God bless him. Sweetest little boy. Super sweet. But he's known for having a mom who is young and difficult. He is beyond low. I don't know how he's in second grade right now. He has social skills. He's able to communicate. He can hold a conversation. Academically, there's no letter recognition. There is no number recognition. That is lower than kindergarten. He has an IEP. An IEP, oh Lord, don't ask me what IEP stands for right now. Something educational plan. I don't remember. I don't remember what IEP stands for. But in a nutshell, an IEP is a legal document that says a student can get extra services outside of what I'm doing for my whole group. In a nutshell. So he is registered as an ESE student, which means he doesn't necessarily have a learning disability, but he needs extra help. And his IEP will tell me specifically what extra help he needs or I have to give him. He's also in speech, so he gets pulled for speech services, and then he gets pulled for ESE services for additional help. He is not here. Today is day 7 of school. He has missed 4 out of the 7 days of school. This is nothing new because I contacted the ESE specialist or the person who's in charge of the ESE department at my school yesterday. She's fully aware of who this student is. She is fully aware of his truancy in terms of his attendance. I've spoken to the reading interventionist. She's very upset that he is in second grade when she was fighting for him to be put in an ESE class, a smaller group setting where someone can work with him more one-on-one. In math, we're dealing with basic addition, like reviewing first grade stuff. If he doesn't even know what the number is, how can I get him to add another number? That's where I am right now, ladies and gentlemen. And of course I want to help. I want to help my babies, but he is on a whole nother level than my low one. I have a little girl who knows her numbers and stuff. She's capable. She's just on the low side in terms of like reading. Math, she seems pretty with it. Reading, she's still kind of struggling. But that friend, nothing is there. But then what confuses me is mom is aware of his learning issues, but then she's not sending him to school. From what I'm hearing by the specialists, speech and ESE and everyone, but then mom blames the school for why he's not learning. How can we teach him and help him if he's not in school? So I had a long talk with that ESE teacher I got a few minutes. I had a long talk with that teacher yesterday. I called her, trying to complain about our friend. Like, I don't know what to do. He's not here. On top of the fact that this is day 7 and he's missed 4 days, he's limiting our money that we can get at our school from the government. Like, the first 10 days are very vital to being in school, especially with helping with the school getting government money. So the fact that he's not here, that's messing that up on top of that. So I called and spoke with the ESE teacher, and she told me she's not playing with the mom this year. She said if he has 5 consecutive days, right now it's been 4. So if he doesn't show up on Monday, I need to let her know, or by Tuesday, I need to let her know, and she's going to send a social worker out there, and I need to report it as neglect. Now we're getting into a whole nother side of education. If he's that low and he isn't here and mom is aware, it is considered neglect. But the fact that I have to report it now, it's like, all right, it's getting real, guys. I really have to do something to help out this baby. So it's just really unfortunate, guys. When I spoke with him, and when I tell you he's the sweetest thing, he's always eager to help. He's one of those, oh, you need this done? Oh, I'll do it for you. And especially, everyone, the whole class knows that I'm pregnant. So, oh, I'll get it for you, Mrs. Wright. Don't worry about it. I'll get it. Or they want to get past something to me. They don't want me to move, which I love and I appreciate. But he's a sweetheart. But I've only known him for 2.5 days, because out of those 3 days he's been here, he was late to one of them. So, yeah, guys, that's my spiel for now. I'm going to have to leave it at that because I have to go walk across campus to get my students from the media center. But yeah, I'm going to have to just wrap it up here. So Teacher Tribe, give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know if you're facing anything that I'm dealing with. I know a lot of people are starting to get back to school and getting into the swing of things. Again, I've been in school 7 days now. We had a full week of school and 2 days last week. So a full 7 days of school. How is it going for you? Are you guys starting school yet? Have you returned yet? Just let me know what your guys' status is, and I will see you all next week. Hopefully things get better. Until next week, Teacher Tribe, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you then. Bye, Teacher Tribe.